Hi, I'm Isaac. In this tutorial, I'm going to be discussing configuration and setup in Salesforce, specifically fiscal year, how your organization can set up the fiscal year, especially when they transit to Salesforce platform as a company they want to be using to connect with their customers. So then if Salesforce is the one providing the software as a service to your company, definitely when they need to start, they're going to be setting up the fiscal year. So I need to demonstrate how you can set up fiscal year for your organizations as a Salesforce administrator. Now, in the fiscal year of a thing, you have a fiscal year on that company. So let me just type company, uh, company, company setting, and say prop up already. Then on that company setting, there are a lot of different concepts there. You have business hours, you have fiscal year, holidays, language settings, domain. Specifically, I'm going to be demonstrating fiscal year. And there are two aspects to fiscal year demonstration. We have the one uh, that is standard. We call it standard fiscal year, and then we have the custom fiscal year. The standard fiscal year is out of box fiscal year that came with the Salesforce software or the platform that your company is using as it being set by Salesforce. Then we have another one, the custom fiscal year. If your company decide to configure their own custom fiscal year, then there are implications if your company do that. So all of that I'm going to discuss. There's nothing so much in this aspect. And to say fiscal year start months can be depending on your company. They can decide to make it February. So if it is February 2025, that means it's going to end by January 2026. If it is January 2025, it's going to end December 31st. By the end of December, that's going to be December 31st, 2025. If they make it March, it's going to be March 2025, is going to be February 2026. So depending on how they want to set it to be. So changing just know this, changing the fiscal year, shift fiscal period, and impact opportunities and forecast across your organization. So if your organization, if your forecast period are set to quarterly, adjusting the fiscal year start month will erase existing forecast adjustment and coders. Consider exporting the data backup before implementing the change of the start of your company, the start month for your company fiscal year. Just do the backup first, and you can go ahead because it's going to impact some aspect which is going to has to do with the forecasting period that is already being set to maybe quarterly or something. Now, if your company want to opt for the custom fiscal year, that means they want to configure their own. Then if that is done, if it is being implemented by your company, if they configure their own custom fiscal year, then definitely there are implications of doing that. That means if your company should change to custom fiscal year, after enabling custom fiscal year, organization fiscal year is no longer it's not reversible. Then that means your company changed to custom fiscal year, they don't follow it is being automatically defined by Salesforce.com. They decide to do their own. The only fiscal year available for report, quota, and forecast is this standard fiscal year. That means your company quotas, reports, and all those ones is going to be according to your organization. It's no longer going to be as being defined by Salesforce software. Then enabling custom fiscal year is not reversible. Just take note of that. That's another implication. If you enable custom fiscal year, it's irreversible. After enabling custom fiscal years, you cannot refer to standard fiscal year. Just take note of that. If you enable custom fiscal year, you can reverse it back to the standard fiscal year. However, you can define your custom fiscal years to match a standard fiscal year. You can decide, okay, let me match my custom fiscal year to the standard fiscal year. All depends on you. And if you had a forecasting feature enabled, creating the initial custom fiscal year deletes all the quotas or adjustment from the year forward. So just take note of all those implications. So I'm not going to be configuring custom fiscal year, because if I do that, I just need to say tick on this years, and when it's enabled, I might decide to do it quarterly, I might decide to do it every 6 months or something. But just take note of all these implications. There is no much configuration you need to do on that, and to know that there are implications if you enable custom fiscal year. And in order for me not to disrupt um, this developer hug I'm using for this YouTube project, definitely I'm not going to enable it. But just if you want to, you can do that by clicking on this yes, and this is going to click on enable, and you set it to the period you decide to on your own. Then let me just go back to the standard fiscal year. As you can see, I can make it March. Then that means 2025. Then it's going to be ending by by February 2026, depending on the month you set it to be. And that is how it's going to end at the end of the day. When you are done with that, you just click on save. That's it. How you can set up a fiscal year on your platform.
Alright, that's a wrap up for today's video. I hope you have picked up some valuable insights and actionable tips in Salesforce ecosystem. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumb up. If you found it helpful, I'm Asikola Oshirikan, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.